Well, with June being Youth Month, it simply means the youth has the final say in everything, including who do they think is the coolest bank. Follow me. What is this event about?
Yes. So this is the Sunday Times Gen Next Awards. Ne?
Yeah.
And we're basically here because FNB has won it for 7 years in a row.
7.
And we are nominated again for the coolest bank.
I gotta la vote alone. That's why you've won this award 7 times. What makes you the coolest?
So I think for me, it's the brand itself that makes us the coolest. If you think about how we are moving with the times from a technological point of view, FNB is all about innovation. The products that we offer and so forth actually speak to the youth, and that is exactly why I believe that we will remain as relevant for the next years to come. Yeah.
And the coolest bank, according to the youth, is FNB. Congratulations.
And that's, of course, what we're talking about. And when it comes to performing consistently at the top, the FNB Banking brand pretty much has us all beat. Now, last week, they took honours for the 8th time in a row at the Sunday Times Generation Next Awards. And we joined in studio now by Nina Amri, who is the Digital Marketing Manager for FNB. Welcome and thanks for coming through.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here.
So why did FNB decide to get involved with this for starters, and how long ago did you decide that this was something that was worth doing?
It's always something worth doing when it comes to the youth. As FNB, we really, really believe in the youth. We really want to empower and enable youth to be who they are in this difficult world, especially when it comes to banking. We all know it's not an easy thing to do. So we really want to try and make sure that we are able to give the youth as much as they need to go forward and prosper, really. So as FNB, we find it very important to have partnerships with really strong brands like the Sunday Times, who represent really big audiences like the youth that are important to us as well.
So you set up this activation and of course you came out tops, but just from what was happening on the ground, what was the reception like?
It was actually really, really amazing. We had the biggest crowd consistently throughout the activation. I think really youth want to be entertained, and especially when it comes to brands that they resonate with. So after being voted SA's coolest bank for the 8th year in a row, it was really important for us to make sure that we were able to entertain the youth as much as we could and give them exactly what they were looking for in that regard.
And just looking at value, what sort of insights were you able to gain from participating in this, from youth especially?
I think youth wants to be entertained, as I mentioned, but they also want a brand to be authentic. So as FNB, it's important for us to try and make sure that whatever it is that we show you who we are in the way that we help you, actually. We really do believe that help is the way that we need to be as a brand. And also, I think the youth also just wants to have that transparency, that trust with their brand, and also a brand that fits into their everyday lives. And that's essentially what FNB is trying to be through all the ways that we innovate our platforms, whether it's USSD, the app, or online banking. We're constantly trying to innovate so we can make sure that we're enabling not only the youth, but the youth in this case.
So in the final analysis, why are youth so important to FNB as a brand?
Youth are the future. There's no other way to say it. They're eventually going to grow to be our leaders and grow to grow this country as a whole. So as FNB, we want to put as much as we can into them to help and make sure that banking doesn't become a big problem when they reach my age, I guess. So just to make sure that we are enabling them and growing the youth in the way that makes sense.
Well, another big congratulations to FNB for winning the Sunday Times Generation Next Coolest Banking Brand Award for the 8th consecutive year. And with yet another win like this under their belt, this is surely proof positive that when FNB asks, how can we help you, they truly mean it. Thanks to Nina Amri for that.